I have here the lesson 32 homework, and I'm just going to go through one of each type of question so we know how to do this at home. So number 1 says, circle the expression equivalent to the difference between 7 and 4 divided by a fifth. So what I told the kids is to go ahead and just write out what they see first. So the difference of 7 and 4 divided by 1/5. And then we need to see if we can find any that match that. So this one right there completely matches what I just did. So then you do the same one, and then for the next one you need to make sure that there's not any others that say the same thing. So I know that I'm not going to divide 1/5 by 4 and then add 7. I know that I'm not going to divide by 5, and I know that I'm not dividing the different, I'm not dividing 1/5 by the difference. It would be this one right here. And then for here, they'd have to do the same thing. For letter A, they're either going to have to take something that's written in word form and write it in numerical form. So, for example, this one says, 1/4 as much as the sum of 3 1/8 and 4 5/10. So I know that 1/4 as much as, so that would be 1/4 times 3 1/8 plus 4 5/10, and I know that we're adding there because it says sum over here. For this one, you could write out the words that say the sum of 3 1/8 plus 4 1/5 divided by 5. That would be a good way to go about that one. And then for number 4, you're going to have to look at A and B, and you're going to have to decide which one is greater without evaluating. So I know that multiplying by a fraction is just like saying that this could be divided by 4 or multiplied by 1/4. I know that 4 is smaller than 5, and my sum in the inside is going to be the same. So this one would be greater than this one because you're dividing by a larger number here. That's what we're looking for there. And you don't have to evaluate those ones. You don't have to solve. You just need to know that this multiplication by a fraction is the same as saying this divided by 4 and not having that there. And that 4 would be a smaller number to divide by than 5. And then as we move to the next page, it wants you to evaluate each of the expressions. So we know that we need to solve what's in the parentheses first. So 11 minus 6 is 5 divided by 1/6. And then we know that when we take 5 pieces and divide them into 6, that we have 30 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30 pieces all together. And you would solve all of those. And then that's how you go about those. I think the rest of them are fairly self-explanatory. And that's it for lesson 32.